Wow, a brand new looking Angela Stone. How are you?
I'm great. Had the big chip chop.
Yes, that looks fabulous.
Yeah, it's that time of the year, and I thought, you know, going into a new season, it's time to freshen up and just chop off the locks.
How long has it been since you've had shorter hair?
Well, I would say it's been about 5 years.
Yeah.
I do go up and down the length, but this is much, much shorter than what I have done before. But I go shorter again, and then it just, as we all know, continues to grow. But I do like to create that change, and I thought, hey, it'll be good for us to talk about.
Yeah, it will be, because it's actually, when you start thinking about it, it's quite a daunting thing, isn't it? And especially with hair length, when you go from something quite dramatic, like your hair was very long, to something like that, it takes a lot of courage, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I think Stu was quite surprised at Mods.
Yeah, I bet he was too.
It's coming off today. And I think, you know, like, if you don't want to take it off, then do consider the colour. And even doing balayage can really change the look of your hair. So if you're not quite game enough to actually chop it off, or just really seriously ask yourself, girls, like, when was the last time I had like a real dramatic change? And you know, there are lots of things you can do when you are, you know, looking to make that change as well. Like, I think makeup is one of those things that girls, you know, you can really freshen up your look. Take yourself off to a cosmetic counter and actually buy some new colours and new styles.
Yeah,
that's exactly right. New styles. Like the cosmetic girls on the counters are, you know, they are professionally trained and they know how to use their product, and they will totally update your look. Like MAC, Bobbi Brown, something like that in the Valentine's. Just they're sensational.
So if we haven't done that before, we can go to somewhere like Valentine's, go to all of the makeup counters and say, look, I'm looking for some new ideas.
Yes.
And they can put it on and they can show us what it's going to look like.
They certainly can, they can. Now, I would actually recommend calling, making an appointment, if you know which brand you want. If you're not too sure, go into the likes of Valentine's and walk around and actually say to the girls, look, I'm looking for a new look. I'd like to tell me, what can you do for me? Type of thing. And get a feel, find someone that you kind of connect with, and just look at the colours and just go, yeah, just kind of think, well, this is the type of thing that I'm looking for. Like Bobbi Brown is very clean, fresh and modern. MAC is quite bright and colourful. Okay, so then there's Estee Lauder and Clinique, and there's something, everyone's got something quite different. So it's a matter of connecting with a good brand, but I think that is one real way of updating that.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to change brands, because a lot of us, we stick with tried and tested, don't we? And we've had the same brand for years, so actually trying someone else's makeup's great too. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think too, you know, branching out and buying yourself a beautiful piece of jewellery, or taking yourself off to the likes of Diva, finding somewhere that has got lots of cool accessories that you can pop on and just continuously wear it as like a signature of who you are. So adding a wow piece to your wardrobe, I think, is one way of just updating, freshening yourself up, and even just going from, you know, clear nail polish to a colour, and just saying, right, for the next week, I'm going to wear red nail polish. And it's about having some real fun, but just doing some little things to just really change the way you have been. Step outside of the comfort zone and don't be afraid to give things a go.
Yes, just do it.
Yeah, literally take the Nike approach and just do it.
So if we are thinking of having a radical hair change, like what you have done, what are some of the things that we should really take into account when we're deciding which way to go? Yeah,
I think you really need to consider your own lifestyle. You know, if it's going to make life easier for you, like for myself, this has really made my life a lot easier. It doesn't take so long to dry. I don't have to mess around with it so much now. So consider your lifestyle. The maintenance. Can you keep that new colour up?
That's really important, isn't it?
It is. Like, you know, for some ladies, they might go from dark to blonde or somewhere in between type thing. The colour thing, you know, you've got to, one, be able to afford to be able to keep the maintenance up, so it continues to look good. And the other thing is, you know, do you really want to be doing that? Okay, so maintenance and upkeep, I think are two major things. And you want to be able to do your hair when you get home. And that, I know, is one of the beauties with Mods. You know, they will teach you and show you how to do your hair when you get home. I mean, I talk to lots of ladies. There's nothing worse than not being able to do your own hair.
You come out with this beautiful hairdo from the salon and then trying to recreate it yourself. It's like, and that's a little bit depressing, because you're like, oh, this looked fabulous a couple of days ago, but I can't do it. So that's really important.
So maintenance, upkeep.
Yeah, okay.
Really, really big things to consider.
And with just quickly with regards to face shape and how short things we can go. Is it, I mean, obviously we need to take advice from our hairdressers on that. They'll be able to point us in the right direction.
Oh, very much so. You know, there's lots of rules. Now, if you do go to my website, there's just so many rules about face shapes and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Okay, but do consider, you know, if you've got a long, say, rectangular type shape face, you don't want your hair to be long. It needs to be shorter. If you've got a really, really round shape face, you should go for like the opposite, okay, to make sure that you know, you haven't got all this hair around you. You need to taper it down. Okay, great advice. I just want to quickly have a look at this, Angela, because you have been busy with the Women's Week, haven't you? So when I'm not here, it's not that I don't want to be here. This is what I've been doing, everyone. These look fabulous too. Yeah, so advising and modelling. Absolutely. This has just come out in Women's Weekly this week. Lovely. Thank you very much, Angela. That looks stunning, as do you with your new hairdo. Gorgeous. It's given us some inspiration, I think.